Okay guys, here we go. I'm going to tell you what's happening with the DD, what happened to my 3518. It puked, it died, it's dead. I got a couple other ones here just to compare, to show you the suspension stuff. Here's my MA Audio Hardcore, and here is my DD 300 Series 10, which is the first one that I ever had with the little 2-inch coil. You can see this coil's still good. The sub still works if I put it back together. Anyways, so I've got this sub broke the suspension here, and so you can see what happened. It just ripped it right out of the center, gutted the suspension right out. There's the coil, and it beat the coil up, beat the former off of the motor somewhere. I don't know if it beat it off the top of the motor or down inside or what it was, but you can see this motor is kind of an odd design. I don't know if I can get in a position where you can see it really. Yeah, right about there you can kind of see. If I turn this, you see down inside the spiders down in here, this motor is very odd. It's got a very odd machined look to it with these little weird divots, which I'm assuming are for cooling. As you can see, that's a very different style motor than anything I've ever had before. And it's got, obviously it's got the cooling inside the pole piece down inside there and everything. You can see the holes for cooling. But here's my problem. See how big the spider is? Look at the room there is out here. You got another finger's width on each side, right? That's an inch and an inch on each side almost, to put a bigger suspension in this thing. And they use this little tiny chintzy suspension. I mean, it's shot. It's like a piece of paper. It's flimsy. There's no elasticity left to that at all. So obviously they didn't mean this sub to be used in the environment that I used it in. You know, mine's my box and stuff's a little rough on this thing, but here I'll show you the magnet stuff. It's a triple stack 240 ounce DD 3518F D2, and it was made September 30th 2011. There's a serial number and all that on it. I bought it new. It had been sitting on the shelf for quite a while, about 6 months ago, so it lived 6 months. But here's what I want to really show you guys. Now this is an 18-inch 3500 series subwoofer with 3 magnets. And it has exactly the same suspension as my 300 series 10. Identical. The same exact size suspension as my 10. Now what's wrong with that picture, guys? That's cheap. That's super cheap. And not to mention the fact, with a 3-inch voice coil, it takes an extra piece of the suspension out of this suspension. So it's not even the full 7-inch suspension, you know? And it's multi-layer. It's probably 5 or 6 layers or whatever, but it's only one compressed layer. Whereas even this MA Audio Hardcore is better than that, because it's got 2 separate layers. It's got a layer up here, and down here there's another layer. So you get, one suspension here and one suspension here. It holds it straight, holds it truer, and that's how it works. That's how they work properly. Well, anyways, so this thing is going to have a serious, healthy suspension that's all the way out here in this groove, or even up on top of this groove, 9-inch or whatever I can get. I'm going to put the biggest suspension I can find in here. I don't care if I even can get the parts from DD. So if I can't get the parts from DD, I'll use one of my 3-inch voice coils that I got, and I'll buy a custom suspension from Brad Schulke or somebody. You know what I mean? One of my friends will have something I can fix this with, I think. So I'm going to put this video up, and we'll see what happens. I'll see what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think I should do with this thing. I mean, I got $450 in this stupid thing. I'm not just going to throw it away, and I'm not going to give it away. It's still good. It just needs to be fixed and hopped up a little. So anybody that can tell me what I can do and where I can do it, let me know. Thanks. Peace.